My name's Carol Shelby,
My name's James Hartwick.
and performance is my business.
Performance is my business. So we've been working on the Godzilla lately. We got data logs done on the base tune, the first tune, and it had problems. After it would get warm, it wouldn't like to start and stay running, but I was able to get the data logs sent to Rob Shoemaker. He sent me a base tune 2, which is totally better. I uploaded it and I've only started it one time, but already the idle is smoother, the throttle response is better. But we still have more tuning to do to get the final revised tune. But I'll start it up now just so you can see it and hear it. So listen up.
Anyone out there who wants to go fast?
I want to go fast! Definitely pulls way harder than the Coyote Kong 2011 that we have. Definitely you can feel so much more torque. It's unreal. Alright, we're just gonna take it back home, send this data logs to Rob Shoemaker, get the third tune, and then after all this, we will take the cars to the dyno. Hey guys, so we got these cars to the dyno, got the Godzilla daily driver quality. So it's been out on a couple long trips. We just drove it from Crestview to Pensacola, Florida, and we dynoed the Godzilla and Kong 5.0 Coyote. So comment down below what you think this thing made.
So this is Kong. This is just a stock 5.0. It's got a Boss 302 intake on it, exhaust, and it's tuned on 93. We got this thing to see how it would do against the Godzilla, and it kind of just lined up perfectly how we got both cars, because they're the same exact year. They got the same exact gears in the back, and everything is identical. Even the transmissions are the same. So you're really gonna see them head to head equal, the 7.3 versus the 5.0.
So just to show you, this car is it's not cut up by any means. It is a factory car. This is a stock Mustang just with a 7.3 swapped into it, with the stock 7.3 oil pan and intake manifold. We had to build this elbow, which I talked about before. Just changes the angle, because if you don't do this, this shoots right up to the sky. The only thing that really isn't stock, so if you're thinking about doing this, is the hood. So I have no idea if a factory hood will shut with the 7.3 swapped in. But this is using an MT82 and everything, and the flywheel and clutch that was on the Coyote. So it's a super easy swap if you guys are good with a welder and fabrication, just with engine mounts. That's the biggest thing, just getting it where you want it. But I just bolted the transmission and everything up and was able to put it, so you can see it's totally possible. So I did have to do this different thing with the radiator, which is kind of fine for now, but I'm gonna get to it. For a daily driver, this thing has proven to be very reliable. I'm still in the stage where I'm scared to drive it. Like, as I'm driving, I'm listening for noises, and every time I hear something, I'm like, I blew it up. So a huge thing that I am proud of this 7.3 swap is it did not take away any creature comforts or drivability of the car. All the factory gauges work in the car. So as far as the Mustang knows, it's a stock car with a 5-liter Coyote. It has no clue that a 7.3 has been swapped in. And Rob Shoemaker over at Palm Beach Dyno is actually the brains behind the tuning of this 7.3 with the factory ECU. This is a 2011 5-liter Coyote ECU. So I had to splice the harness from the Godzilla harness and the Mustang harness. You've seen that in the other video, but you kind of get more of a view of it here. The harness is still open. I left it like this for troubleshooting in case I had soldered something incorrectly, and the car's only had 3 trips now, so I want to break it in more before I take it all back apart to redo it. So right now that's not a big issue. We're gonna keep tuning on it and beating on it and upgrading it, see what breaks and what we can replace to make more power. So let's get back to that dyno.
Let's party.
We run STD numbers, so it is standard. But we do have dyno jet numbers in case you guys are curious. Dyno jet horsepower is 404.
Okay. What's the difference?
It's like 8 to 12%. Like if you ever watch Motor Trend or any of that stuff, they always use Superflow.
Okay.
It's an R&D. Almost all manufacturers run it. We run it just because a lot of people are like, oh, that sounds too low. They might run dyno jet, and that's where you get it right there. So perfect. That's it. Usually the next run should be a lot better. Okay. Just because it'll be up to temp and we got it blown out. So cool.
And like Superflow numbers are more realistic.
Okay.
Dyno jet is
and you'll see once it's consistent on runs, the graph would almost just mimic it every time, unless we have an issue. So, but that should be it right there, and we'll get the next 3 runs right, and we'll go.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Like I said, it just cleared up just a little bit at the top, just because we blew it out. But yeah, that's looking good. 413, it picked up some horsepower there, so. 416, so he did pick up 3 horsepower on that. And also another thing I noticed, I tried to do your launches at 50. The mile per hour is 5 miles off on the lower speed. So just so y'all know, probably because of tire diameter and all that stuff. So cool.
It's consistent. Slower, isn't it?
It's slower. Yeah, it's on the better side of it. Yeah.
So I'd have to say this engine's healthy. Yeah. For sure, because it's consistent.
No smoke grinding from the exhaust. Really healthy. That's good because I eat on it. You know, I really send it whenever I drive it.
His torque is way ahead of time.
Yeah, and you're all red blended. It actually cut me out at 65, so that's kind of safe right there.
Oh my god, the power is so
It's all direct, yeah.
It's very close. Just his definitely kicks in a lot sooner.
429 on the torque, 373 horse.
Starting to lean out a little bit.
Okay.
But then when he went full throttle, it was burning like it was supposed to. So it definitely needs to be cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, air flow was really good on there.
Like when it was cruising, it was starting to lean out a little bit.
Yeah,
and then
that's
went to
fine.
like 19.
Yeah, so because you're not that was low, beautiful. So that's good. Actually, your tune's dead set. It's pretty
man.
good, yeah.
That's
I
really
wouldn't
good
even
for
demand any more than that. 12.5 is beautiful.
I think the highest dip I saw was a 12.1.
Yeah.
The lowest, I should say.
They need some force reduction, something like that.
Yeah, that power falling off, man.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, talk about burnout, bro.
It's possible that this peak here, where you're peaking on your horsepower and torque, might actually shift completely over to your 5150.
That'd be good.
And that'd be dead. I mean, yeah, that's your. That's money right there.
Yeah.
Because after that point right there, you're just ready to shift again. You don't need nothing else. So yeah, it's a good possibility that manifold will definitely change that.
Yeah. For a stock crate engine, that's really good. That much torque, too, man.
It's always nitrous.
Yep. Yeah, send it. It's brand new. You can take it. Yeah, I can take some nitrous.
Jet's gonna be like 430.
420, 430. No, right there. That's the Dyno Jet, the top one.
Is it at the top one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that was a normal.
Yeah,
number.
that's why I hit 6.
So
Dyno Jet 396.
You're there. Man. Probably put a little octane booster in it. It'll touch 400.
Actually, that's a brand new motor. Shouldn't have any issue there, but there's one particular product that works.
All right, so we got Kong and Godzilla out here at Emerald Coast Dragway tonight. We're gonna send them both down the track, and this is actually my 4th time ever drag racing, so don't judge too hard if I mess up. But I'm getting out here, I'm doing it, learning every day. So we're gonna probably start off with Kong, the 5.0 here, and I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna full send it. If I blow it up, I got a car trailer. I'll trailer it back, broke. So it's gonna go all the way. So, but yep, get ready for it. I'm gonna go as hard as I can, do about 3 to 4 runs on both of them. We'll probably do maybe 2 runs back to back with Kong and then 2 with Godzilla. So it's only an 1/8 mile, so that'll be fine though, to kind of get a good head-to-head of the 2 cars. They should weigh exactly the same other than the engine difference, and it's gonna be pure power. And like I said, I'm not great with drag racing yet, so it's gonna be, the only difference is gonna be the cars, same driver. So all right, let's get to this race.
Oh wow, thank you for that. It was at this moment that he knew he messed up.
So we just raced the cars, and well, I suck. But there's trial and error. Like I said, 4th time at the track, I'll learn better. But I struggled to get traction the entire time. And just couldn't, the Godzilla here was spinning the tires, shifting into 2nd and 3rd. And then all the other races, I raced it probably 6 times. And I would say over half the times I couldn't hit 3rd. It was a brick wall. It would not go in until the RPMs went down, and then it would slip into 3rd. So I think the synchros are going out. The MT82 whines horrible. It's extremely loud, but I didn't think that would be too big of an issue. And I just went to do another race with Kong here, and I was like, this is it. You know, I've been racing Godzilla. I was like, I'm gonna get back and race Kong pretty good. And got ready to launch, did an epic burnout, and was getting ready, and right as I launched, the car fell on its face, and this wrench popped up on the screen, and the car would not go over 1200 RPMs, and it ran like total dog crap, and barely made it down the track and back to the pits. So I was like, I don't know what happened, didn't bring any tools or even a code reader. And we ended up shutting the car off, starting it, and it went away. And now it runs good, so we're taking that as a sign to just go home. We didn't get one good pass tonight. They all sucked. You know, a lot of it's probably me. But I got a lot to learn, and I got to get something done with traction. I read that there's some relocation brackets for the lower control arm. When you lower the cars, it's supposed to help. And then I do have a set of slicks for the cars, like drag radials, but they're pretty beat up, pretty worn, so maybe I'll throw a new set on there and just swap them between the cars. But for tonight, the data we gathered is not good, but we'll put the time slips, averages and stuff on there. They suck, but we had fun. That's the main thing. We're out here driving the cars, beating them. The engine has less than 100 miles on it. I'm just beating the absolute crap out of it all night long. But that's what it's made to do. These cars are made to be driven hard, and we're mainly seeing the weaknesses of them. Our biggest thing is traction. Cannot hook. I'm having to launch so slow, just letting slipping the clutch a little bit and then just hammering it and stuff. So a lot to learn yet, and a lot to do to the cars, I think, especially the Godzilla. Transmission's locking up on me, so who knows what I'm gonna do there. But yep, here's the cars. They got beat pretty hard tonight. That one I thought I blew up. But we're just gonna head home now while they're still intact. But alright. That's it for tonight, racing wise. Let's get out of here. My name's James Hartwick. Performance is my business.